Greetings, educators. This is Dr. Mordecai. Thank you so much for joining me for Leadership in Education on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, LinkedIn, and YouTube. Excited to have you with me on today as we talk about supporting the student academic pathway in this COVID era of higher education. As you can see, I'm in my backyard once again, so please forgive me if you hear any background noise or my children decide to run through that back door. Please forgive me in advance. With that said, educators, so we are preparing for the fall 2020 semester in this COVID era of higher education. Perhaps you're all remote. Perhaps you're just some of your courses that are in career and technical education that you'll be rolling out for the fall. Perhaps you may have a unique situation that you've done to reintegrate your individuals, your students, faculty, staff back on campus, whatever that may be. We're all having to do something out of the norm in this COVID era of higher education. Here are three things that I want you to keep in mind in terms of supporting the academic pathway in this COVID era of higher education. Number one, if you already have not done so, which you should have done so, but if not, be sure that you have done an evaluation of the courses that have been impacted due to COVID-19. Students have already had a degree plan in place. They already had a pathway that had been established, but courses, classes, depending upon the nature of their instruction, have been impacted. Certainly by now, faculty as well as academic advisors and the like, enrollment teams should have looked at, evaluate the academic pathways, their plans, their course structure, and began to outline a new means to get to the finish line, which takes me into number two. Not only are we going to evaluate in step one, number two, let's begin to develop an infrastructure towards completion for our students. Okay, so let's look at new pathways that we can create, perhaps new courses that student didn't necessarily have planned in place, but that will be more conducive to a remote or online environment. Let's work with our students to create those pathways towards completion, which brings me to my last and not least point. Be sure that we're listening to the voice of our students to develop the kind of academic support systems we need in place to support them in a remote online situation. I wish you the absolute best, everybody. Be safe. Take care.